What if I told you there's an ancient secret, hidden not in the deepest Amazon, but growing wild in meadows across the world, that could fundamentally transform your garden? While many exotic herbs capture our imagination, sometimes the most powerful allies are hiding in plain sight. Today, we're diving deep into comfrey, nature's own liquid fertilizer factory that has been quietly revolutionizing gardens for centuries. Comfrey, scientifically known as Symphytum officinale, has earned its reputation as knitbone and heal-all throughout history, but its true magic lies beneath the surface. This remarkable perennial herb possesses one of nature's most sophisticated root systems, capable of mining nutrients from depths that other plants simply cannot reach. While indigenous peoples across various continents have long understood its power, modern gardeners are just beginning to unlock its extraordinary potential for transforming garden soil and plant health. The beauty of comfrey lies in its incredible ability to accumulate nutrients in its leaves at concentrations that far exceed most other plants. When these nutrient-dense leaves break down, they release a perfectly balanced cocktail of essential minerals directly where your plants need them most. Think of comfrey as your garden's personal nutrient distribution center, working tirelessly to create the perfect growing environment for everything around it. Understanding why comfrey works so effectively requires looking at its unique biological makeup. The plant's taproot can extend up to 10 feet deep, accessing mineral deposits and nutrients that remain completely unavailable to shallow-rooted crops. As these deep roots absorb potassium, phosphorus, calcium, and trace minerals from the subsoil, they transport these precious resources up into the leaves, creating what's essentially a living fertilizer factory. The magic happens in the leaves themselves, which contain extraordinary levels of potassium, often higher than many commercial fertilizers. This potassium content makes comfrey particularly valuable for fruit and flower production, as potassium is essential for strong stems, disease resistance, and abundant blooming. Additionally, comfrey leaves contain significant amounts of nitrogen and phosphorus, creating the perfect NPK balance that plants crave during their active growing season. What sets comfrey apart from synthetic fertilizers is its slow-release nature and the presence of growth-promoting compounds like allantoin. This naturally occurring substance accelerates cell division and root development, explaining why plants treated with comfrey often show dramatically improved growth rates and overall vigor. The organic matter in decomposing comfrey leaves also feeds beneficial soil microorganisms, creating a thriving ecosystem that continues to benefit your garden long after application. The most powerful way to harness comfrey's potential is through liquid fertilizer, often called comfrey tea. Creating this garden elixir is surprisingly simple and incredibly effective. Harvest mature comfrey leaves when the plant is actively growing, typically from late spring through early fall. So the older and larger leaves actually contain the highest concentration of nutrients, which makes them just perfect for fertilizer production. To create your own liquid gold, you'll want to stuff fresh comfrey leaves into a container, cover them with water, and then allow the mixture to ferment for about 2 to 4 weeks. The resulting dark, nutrient-rich liquid can be diluted at a ratio of about 10 parts water to 1 part comfrey concentrate. This diluted solution can be applied directly to plant roots or used as a foliar spray, delivering nutrients exactly where plants can absorb them most efficiently. For gardeners seeking a less aromatic approach, dried comfrey leaves make an excellent soil amendment. Simply chop fresh leaves and incorporate them directly into planting holes or add them to your compost pile to boost nutrient content. As comfrey leaves decompose, they break down pretty quickly, releasing their stored minerals gradually throughout the growing season. This process not only feeds your plants, but it also improves soil structure as the organic matter works its way into the ground. You know, different plants actually respond to comfrey applications in their own unique ways, so you can really fine-tune your approach for the best results. Tomatoes, peppers, and other fruiting vegetables, well, they benefit a lot from regular comfrey feeding. The high potassium content in comfrey helps promote flower formation and fruit development, making your harvest even better. Go ahead and apply diluted comfrey tea about every 2 weeks during the growing season. Make sure to focus on the root zone instead of the foliage, since concentrated nutrients can sometimes cause a bit of leaf burn. This way, your plants get the nutrients they need, right where they need them. Perennial flowers and flowering shrubs also respond dramatically to comfrey applications, often producing larger, more vibrant blooms and extending their flowering periods. Root vegetables like carrots, beets, and potatoes benefit from a different approach. Since direct contact with fresh comfrey can sometimes cause root distortion, it's better to apply well-composted comfrey or heavily diluted liquid fertilizer to these crops. Beyond its immediate fertilizing effects, comfrey contributes to long-term soil health in ways that synthetic fertilizers simply cannot match. The organic matter from decomposing comfrey leaves improves soil structure, increasing water retention in sandy soils and improving drainage in heavy clay. The most sustainable and cost-effective approach to incorporating comfrey into your garden is establishing your own plants. Comfrey is remarkably easy to grow and, once established, provides abundant harvest material for years to come. A single mature plant can yield multiple harvests per season, providing enough material to fertilize a substantial garden area. When selecting comfrey varieties, it's a good idea to consider choosing sterile cultivars like Bocking 14 that don't produce viable seeds. These varieties offer the same nutritional benefits as wild comfrey while preventing unwanted spread throughout your garden. For gardeners who aren't able to grow their own comfrey, dried comfrey leaves can be sourced from reputable organic suppliers. When purchasing comfrey, make sure it's been grown organically and harvested at peak nutrient content. So, you'll want to store dried comfrey in a cool, dry location to preserve its nutritional value and its effectiveness as a soil amendment. Comfrey represents more than just another organic fertilizer option. It's actually a gateway to understanding how natural systems create and maintain fertility. By incorporating this remarkable herb into your gardening practice, you're not just feeding your plants, you're building a more resilient, sustainable growing environment that, honestly, improves with each passing season. The results really do speak for themselves. You'll notice stronger, more vigorous plants, higher yields, better disease resistance, and over time, soil that actually becomes more fertile instead of getting depleted. As you watch your garden transform thanks to comfrey's gentle but powerful influence, you'll be joining countless other gardeners who have discovered that, sometimes the most effective solutions are also the most natural ones. Ready to supercharge your garden with this ancient wisdom? Start by establishing a comfrey patch in your garden this season, or try creating your first batch of comfrey liquid fertilizer. Your plants will thank you, your soil will thrive, and honestly, you'll wonder how you ever gardened without this green gold. Don't forget to subscribe to the Living Soil Lab for more game-changing gardening insights, and hey, share this guide with fellow gardeners who are ready to discover the transformative power of working with nature rather than against it. Together, we're building a community of gardeners who understand that the best solutions often come from the wisdom that's been growing right under our feet.